Oh, alright, well, looks like we're having a little net trouble today. Sorry about that, chat. I know you guys have been enjoying the show. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's a bummer. We get a lot of internet trouble here in the mountains where I live. Very impactful to the stream. I need some of that fancy Google fiber. Oh, let me get some Goog. I need it. I need it. I need some of that Goog. That Google fiber. Anyways, we appreciate you guys hanging out through the technical difficulties. We need some of that Google fiber. I wish, dude. My other option is satellite internet, which is... Some of them can guarantee better reliability, but also they can't really guarantee as fast of speeds. And then they're not really any cheaper or anything for that. As a result of that, they're still like just as expensive as cable internet or any other ISP. %87 through the level. We're grinding. We're grinding. Ooh, we got the captain. Captain Caveman and Son. It's weird. Apparently my payment went through, so I did a stop on my card, but it just said my payment went through. That's kind of weird. I was supposed to call them today and give them a different new card number. I'm wondering how they got a payment through on the card that I put a stop on. I'll have to check into it. It's weird. Weird. I should have called them this morning before the stream. I was supposed to, and I forgot. Ho! All right. Oh yeah. Yo, Zachary, what's upper pupper? How goes Castle Carner? Carner's Castle? Not too bad, not too bad. It's a hot zone today on Quarm, or well, I guess for several weeks it'll be a hot zone, and yeah, we're having some fun. We're slaying some Duralvargs and skeletons and specters, and that's pretty cool. I'm 89% through level 58, so we're getting close. We're filling up the last yellow bubble here. Last 10% probably go by reasonably quick. I think when we came here we were like 60%, so we've gotten a lot since then. Just doing some epic mage stuff, pulling with the pet, that kind of thing. I think we lost our mob to those necros. We got a couple of necros in here getting cheeky with all the same mobs we're pulling, so it's a little inefficient for both parties. It's getting a little cheeky in here. I mean, the spawn time is fast enough, and there's plenty of mob spawns around to share. So, whatever. Fun sounds chill at 58. Feels like a mega grind, no basement. Well, the majority of the group I've been recruiting in like 40 plus, so we've been getting in. We got a few lower level guys and whatnot in the party. You know. So we're not really min-maxing per se. We're max minning. We're max minning. It's a little different. Little different strategy. We're still recovering from the zombie apocalypse. Doing things a little different here. It's like opening up a can of Sturstroming in your bedroom, you know? Whoo! You're gonna smell it. You're definitely gonna smell it. I've never been too big a fan of like fermented foods. You know, maybe like I like a good I'm down for a pickle or an olive. I wouldn't say they're necessarily fermented, but I've tried other fermented stuff and not a big fan, not a big fan. Unless it's beer. I like beer. I like beer. I have been craving some beer. I've been seeing these shorts, these reels on Instagram and stuff like that of these German like beer festivals, and they're like tapping the wooden keg, the cask, and the guy's like he's got a little hammer and he's freaking pounding in the spout, dude, and he turns it on and all this beer comes out all foamy and good looking. I said, "Yeah, dude, I want to go to a beer fest, a little beer stein, you know." Beerstein. Are pickles considered fermented? I don't know. Are they? They don't have to like age them. I know that you can basically have a pickled cucumber in like 2-3 days. Or maybe a week. Maybe it does take a week. It's not really necessarily a fermentation process. You don't think so? Pickling should actually prevent fermentation. Hell yeah, it's like fighting fire with fire. Fight fire with fire. Dun 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 dun. Bumpana bumpana. Dun 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 dun. Is this guy looking for a group? Shillian? Let's invite him. Invited Shillian to join the group. Hey, there he is. Although I was actually getting some cravings for some Conan. So it was kind of a toss-up between EQ and Conan. I was getting a little craving for some Conan. Which, I do like that game a lot. Conan Exiles, I think it's a pretty cool game. Conan! I believe there's a mod that gives you 3 maps. There's the Exiled Lands. There's that island that they came up with. I forgot the name of it, but there's this cool island map. And then there's like a third map. It's like a player map. And I think there's a mod that actually lets you play on all 3 maps. Do summoned weapons stay on pets after log out? Yeah, they will. As long as your pet's alive, it'll stay on the pet. Correct. My pet is still wearing everything that he was equipped with 2 weeks ago. Those swords are so good. Yeah, dude. They're pretty good. They are really good. Enjoy, my friend. Enjoy those swords. And like I said, if you're in a pinch, if there's no mages around to summon you them, if you really were like, oh, I want to get some, you can check the bazaar. You can get the muzzle of Mardu and the conjured swords or daggers. People put them up for sale just because they know that necros and beast lords and whatever else want pet toys, you know. Pet toys. Yes, the muzzle haste does stack with your own haste. It's you've got the item, right? It's an item level. It's an item haste, and then your haste is a spell haste, which is brings it up and above. Yeah, they do stack. Item haste and spell haste always stack up to the cap. So yeah, exactly. You should be at max haste with it. I'll be right back. I gotta close the windows. Back. Nice. Paladin's gonna do some pulling. We can kick back and do some assisting. Oh yeah. Let's do a little stretching. Let's do a little stretching. While this guy takes over the polls, I can get out of my chair for a minute and stretch me bones. Oi, it's me bones. Belly dancer, let's go, dude. For one gifted sub, I will do the truffle shuffle. The TF, the TS. You like this shirt, dude? Yeah, I got it online. Very sword and sorcery like. Yeah, dude. I bought it about maybe 5, 6, possibly even close to 10 years ago. I wanted to get some better shirts. You know, some cooler ones, like dragony ones. There we go. There we go. Get that little stretch action in there. That'll help me feel better. Get me all loosened up. We're going to be making some split pea soup with ham. Yo, man, I know times have been tough, man, but you could come over to my house for dinner. We got plenty of ham. Like, what? What are you talking about, Orkboy? I don't know. I'm just inviting you over for some ham. I'm using boneless pork chops in the stew, in the pea soup. Boneless pork chops, little carrot, little onion, little broth. Very simple recipe. Pea soup. Yeah, dude. We've stooped down to this level. The pea soup level. Hey, Macney, what's up, dude? Ooh. Yeah, we did about a 2-week run there on the 7 Days to Die server. We put in about 80 something plus. Please come home, girl. I got beans and bologna. Yeah. Yo, Captain Cube over on Kick. I see you, baby. You should do like John, but instead of Dirty After Dark, it's Chef Orkboy RD. I like that Dirty After Dark. It's too bad it's so late at night. I always fall asleep for it. I've seen a few starts of the DAD, the Dirty After Dark. But then I'm zonked out, man. Before they even get to their first topic, I'm freaking snoozing on the couch, dude. Old man stuff. Orkboy, you're only 47. You're almost 50. Yeah. I'll still get tired at night, dude. Soon as the sun goes down, dude, I'm like a solar powered person. Like, I'm a day walker. As soon as that sun goes down, I'm done, dude. I'm sleeping. Polyphenomenal axe. Whoa. Now that is very phenomenal. Kind of. All those negative resists seem like it'd be a pain in the ass. Ah, you're 29% through 59. Excellent, dude. We're hitting the 91% mark here on 58. So we're getting pretty close to 59. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow we'll do some Velks or something. Try to push. We'll try to push it, you know? Push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge. And to the limit. Limit. But I feel like 60's close, you know? You'll be around earlier tomorrow. You had to be in the office today. Sweet, dude. We could probably link up and go do a little Velcator's laboratory. Did you know that it was both a labyrinth and a laboratory? It actually is. The struggle of being a troll, you start feeling that XP penalty. Yeah, dude. The non-human. Troll beast. Well, you know, it's all good. Somebody mentioned earlier in the chat that we're getting 10 additional charges of EXP potions soon. So that's kind of cool. Tomorrow I'll probably run some XP potions. I didn't run them today just because, you know, feeling a little casual today, you know. I'm feeling a little casual. No XP potions, no min-maxing, no frickin' boosting, none of that stuff, dude. We're just straight raw dogging it today. You got one left? Came straight out of Secrets' mouth. EXP pots to come. Nice, dude. XP pots would be the reason enough to come back and level your beast, or, I don't know, maybe my rogue, but you never got epic on him, so it feels like a big why question mark. I've been tossing around the idea of making a Shadow Knight alt. A human Shadow Knight. Dun dun dun. Or an erudite, but I have an erudite cleric already, so I've got an erudite. But I guess you could say the same thing. I have I've got a human magician, so why a human Shadow Knight, right? Female ogre with the watermelon helmet or nada, bruv? Yeah, dude, I feel you there. I did do that on Mischief. That was my exact character on Mischief. And you're right. The stun protection is quite important for getting that feigned death away. Quite important for feigned deathing. That frontal immunity, yeah. Because if you need to feign death, you're just like, okay, just face everything. And then you flop. She would flop and go, "Ooh." She always screamed like so loud when she flopped. What I knew you for. Mischief times were different? Yeah, there's some people still playing on Mischief. I was actually watching Variety Void last night playing on Mischief server. So I know there's still folks doing stuff there. And it would be a pretty cool server to push my my big retail Andy characters. So I've got several options. I've got Mischief, Teak, and I've also got Lucklin. Over on Lucklin, I have 2 monks. I know you're like, 2 monks? What kind of party is that? Well, over on Lucklin, you got the mercenaries. So I've got a tank merc and a healer merc, right? So realistically, the 2 characters that I need to play are something like damage, so I could do... That's why the 2 monks actually kind of works. Two monks. What expansion is Mischief in? You have a 58 Chenner. I think they're pretty darn close to current. If they're not in like Veil of Alaris or... I can find out real quick. The Darkened Sea, actually. They're on Darkened Sea. So that's pretty high up there. That's like level 130, 140, I think. That's high. What guild were you in over there? I was in WOG to begin with, and then I forgot the name of it. It's everybody from WOG, all the hardcore raiders who wanted to continue raiding, went to I forget the name. Ring of Flowing Slime, 500 plat. What? Damn, 500 plat, that's it. That's a really good price. Well, we'll probably get out of here then. If that's the case, the stream keeps disconnecting. Alright, well, darn.